What's up? It's ODM, lighter shade of brown, your daddy's favorite rapper, mama's favorite DJ. This week, actually, matter of fact, right now, I'm on with J.R.and the crew. Mine is Vic Slick. I'm taking his spot, damn it, so let's go!
It's a community picture.
It's a community.
It's for the spank bank.
It's spank. Just let us know if you want a copy, man. We'll wait one for you. Don't worry, we got it.
Wallet,
Wallet, we got it.
change, whatever you want. all you hear is like, he's like, what are you doing over there?
Hey, I wanted a poster size.
Posters. Oh, shoot. She wants
Hey, I'll get a cardboard cutout. What if I get a life size?
We're working on, remember the wrestling buddies? We're working on one of those.
the wrestling, but if you could pull and bend and do all the stuff you want.
Fucking old school.
Life-size wrestling.
WWF wrestling. You can bend them.
I'll get out.
Hey everybody, what's up, man? Welcome to the episode of J.R.and the crew, man. We are here. Yeah, we are on, man. We're having a good time already. But we got Momo and Vic in the studio, of course. We got Momo and Vic right here, man, doing their thing.
Hey, shout out to them, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
Marketing, simple, but look, stay fly.
Woo, I like that hat.
All right, but where's our shit?
Oh, you were on his podcast, so.
We got to go on this podcast.
Yeah.
You on his podcast, so you're flashing me. Otherwise, you're going to
Hey!
Oh, shoot. All right, guys. You know what? I'm actually going to blur that. So make everyone feel like they did see it, but didn't.
I don't think there's enough blur to blur that.
Well, damn it. Blacked out the whole thing.
The whole blackout screen.
The whole blackout thing.
Oh, the
Sorry.
blackout. The
Sorry for
blackout.
those of you that are sensitive that don't like titties. I didn't mean that.
Oh, shoot. I think everyone does, but I don't know. But we have a special guest, man. We've been wanting to get this guy on for a while. He's been holding off because he's starting his own podcast, and now it's going to start taking off and stuff. But let's welcome to the show. We got ODM.
Hey.
We got ODM, lighter shade of brown in the studio, man.
Man, you
yes,
know, growing
pleasure to
up
be
as a child, I won't really date myself, but I seen you guys years ago at the Pomona. It's now the school district, PUSD school district, but it was like a little hall back in the days.
Okay.
And one of my brother's girlfriends, follow this for okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can remember it. My brother's girlfriend's cousin, you remember the rubber band boys? Like they were dancers and they were like,
Okay.
I think one of his name was Josh. That was him. So
Yeah.
they danced for you guys.
Yeah.
That was in the early 90s.
You know, we used to have multiple dancers because what happened was, number one, we really couldn't afford to bring a whole crew on.
Right.
So what we would do is hook up with different crews in different states and cities.
Yep.
So we would call them, or we'd send them a show tape ahead of time, say, learn this, and when we get there, and we'll be ready to rock. And that's how we did it.
So the pair would be a feature to be featured on your
on our show.
Yeah, your show.
Oh, that's dope, yeah.
That was dope.
So, hey.
this was back in the days before social media and all that shit.
Yeah.
So, and you guys packed out the house. It was a good show.
Right on, man.
That's what I remember about my childhood.
That was a school, you said?
It was now it's actually the district location.
Okay.
But back in the days, it's like it's a hall.
Okay,
a
dope.
community hall.
Well, shout outs to the Rubber Band Boys.
The Rubber Band
Shout outs
Boys.
to
Yeah, the Rubber Band Boys, man.
They were
But who'd you
twins.
bring? I don't want him just sitting here by himself.
Yo, introduce yourself, man. Come on.
My name is Danny Boy, straight out of the IE. So
All right, straight out of Compton.
the Blockout Podcast DJ.
Hey, so Danny Boy and I, really quick, he resident DJ for the Blockout Podcast. We'll get into him sure
Nice.
later. He also is our tour DJ right now for Lighter Shade of Brown.
Oh, nice.
As well. And we met at the radio station, and he's currently employed there still. And,
nice.
we just kind of linked up. And good
So
cat,
does
man.
Danny.
So you have
work
an
hard.
inside man still.
Yeah, exactly. At the same token, I'm like, hey, cabrón, don't be telling what's going on over here.
Do they miss me, Danny? Do they miss me?
Tell me you miss me.
Do they miss
What are they really saying?
Fuckers.
I'm like, what's the promotion next month? Tell me. Everything is cool. But he's a hustler, man. He gets it. He understands, even just what it is to work hard and start from the bottom, man.
That's nice,
And
man.
that's the kind of
That's
people
dope.
you want on your team,
Hell yeah, you
So,
want people in your team that
good dude. Him
with
and
you.
Money Moons, who wasn't
Money
able
Moons.
to make it today.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, man, what happened, man?
I
Shoot,
guess he's
man.
not as committed
so
as
waiting.
Danny.
Yeah, he's not committed. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's out.
Kinda.
Well, if you need somebody else,
Nah.
Just kidding.
But I met you a long time ago, man. I actually met you at your house. I mean, you didn't care who I was or Jimmy, but it was with Young Pro and Tech.
That's right.
We were editing our movie, man,
That's right.
in your back studio.
Didn't he tell you like, hey, get the hedges this time or something?
No, he literally would come in and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go to the radio station. Hi, young pro, and tech, and it was okay. And then he just walk out. We're like, hey, dude, that's ODM, fool. That's
No, I had a studio in my backyard at that time, and Tech was running it. Shout out to DJ Tech, man, background music, DJ Tech Music, and his brother Pro. And they would just run the studio for me. I wasn't really active currently in the studio, obviously, because I was doing the radio station thing, and they always had me busy, doing different events and whatnot. So, yeah, dude, but I vaguely remember. I remember when you told me the story, I was like, sorry, bro, it doesn't. He goes, nah, you were like, dude, like you said, you were
you're just in and out stuff.
Man.
Then he actually called Tech and says, hey, is J.R. a cool guy?
Yeah. Did he pay this hour? How many hours? Is it a block? 4 hours?
No, that's cool, man. I mean, those guys are really cool guys and stuff, man.
Yeah, most
and
definitely.
I'm glad they're still doing their thing and stuff. So.
Heck yeah, dude.
But, man, we have you on the show, man. That's what's good, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, you know what I mean? But just things have to fall in place.
It was the build-up, though. Like, we were, just anticipating,
Well, this, especially Vic, he tells me last Saturday, we're over at the Los Toxicos tour, and he's like, it's stuck in my head. He was like, hey, dude, that's good, man. It's coming out. He goes, but, dude, you're taking forever, dude. He goes, no, his words were, and I remember it stuck in my head, but I appreciate it. He was like, dude, the buzz is gone, but it's okay, bro. Like,
Okay, so look.
I was like, thanks, Vic. Appreciate it. Let me get on my shit.
When he got let go, right? We're going to talk about that later, but I told Jay, I'm like, dude, they just let him go. We got to get him on the show.
He did. He called me right away.
And that's what he's like, I know him. And then, we got to that conversation about how he worked at your studio.
Right.
And he's like, all right, dude, he's going to come up with a podcast. And we're like, oh, dude, that's going to be fucking dope.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah.
The climax was there, and all of a sudden.
We're back on dope now.
That's dope. Well, you know what it is? Truth of the matter is, I just didn't want to just come out of that and just jump in and write something else, especially when I wasn't ready for it.
Right.
Mentally, all of that. It's just like, you're with somebody for so many years, 20 plus years, and it's like to go out of that to jump in something right. Even though, we are hustlers and we do, do what we do. I just knew that this was going to be my new baby, so to speak. So, that requires homework and research and studying J.R.and the crew and the podcast.
He came and hung out with us.
Came down here a while ago.
I'll send you the Zell payment right now.
Make sure you give him a little extra to, so he can promote that shit on his.
And what it was, I really didn't have anybody to start out with. I mean, other than, obviously I got Danny Boy, and we linked up right away, and he's been with me since day one, Money Moons as well. And like I said, it's hard to do it by yourself. You can't do anything by, especially.
Right.
So we kind of toss around a couple ideas, what we're gonna do. There's our wish list, and then there's like our what needs to get done first.
Right. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it's just all planning. And shit, it was only 3 months. Was it that long?
Yeah, it's been on 3 months.
Vic's still counting the days.
But I'd rather wait and do it right.
Right.
Yeah.
Than just be half-assed.
No, you're right.
100%.
I'm glad he's on right now because, like he said, he has his mind. He's here. He's with us now.
Right.
Because I believe we are your first though right now, right? Of like an interview coming out.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Hell yeah, damn it, yes.
been a while.
We've achieved.
Yeah.
We achieved. So
Yeah, I did a couple.
what the hell
phoners.
happened, bro? On 991.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean,
Viewers.
No, man, that sucks.
let's talk
Man.
about it. That's
The way I heard about it was, Vic called me and goes, oh, bro, and then because you were doing a live and kind of sharing with people because people didn't know. And then, of course, then you have Big Boy and everyone else sharing as well.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, whoa, what's going on? And I don't think you didn't really do a statement or anything. But on your platform you did.
Right.
But this is, I want to hear now, like, if you don't want to get into detail, but like what happened?
We just, things were going, we were in the state of like emergency, as they say, as far as the radio station goes. A lot of employees, had been let go since the pandemic, even prior to the pandemic. The station had been going, there 20-some years. So I've seen a lot of people come and go. A lot of changes happen, but not as drastic as probably the last 5 years because of what the economy or the pandemic really just
Made everything take a turn.
I saw the whole sales side just go home and they didn't want to return. Like, no, who else want to come back to work if you're working from home, right?
Right.
And I get it, it's a different field. But us as jocks, it became to the point where, we went from all being all live DJs, you know what I mean, on the radio station, to some getting let go, and then now they're being voice tracked in, as we call it in radio, where it's just another word of saying syndication. You know,
Syndication,
somebody else would come in and do the middays and so on and so forth. So the only last of the Mohicans that were there was me and my partner Evelyn and Garrison King, who was there in the building too, and Kid J, who was doing afternoons. Mind you, we're used to having like in-house one-on-one consultations, you know what I mean? Or as we call air check sessions, you know, your PD, your program director, he'll call you in and he'll sit you down and he'll give you an evaluation and tell you how you're doing and what needs to change, what doesn't need to change. And that just kind of went out the window. We had a little bit with Jay. Jay took over that position when Rob left. But then before you knew it, Jay just kind of had his hands tied because corporate took over, outsourced. They outsourced overseeing us. So we went from being, overlooked inside and being
like
that
your
one-on-one
internal structure
to having that external, from San Diego overlooking us, which was iHeartMedia.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm like slowly but surely, here we are, market 28 in the country, and I feel like we're getting treated like 150. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's less and less and less. So what that means is there's more hats that we got to wear. So if they're letting people go, guess who gets that next
for
task?
sure.
You do. So now for the same pay.
Right.
And I've never been one to like, exceed myself unless,
You're being compensated.
There's something there. I'm sorry. I
yeah.
stand up. I've been here years, and and now for you to put this on me, it doesn't make sense. I feel like we're kind of going, backwards in
So
a
you
way.
give them
like,
a little pushback, and then
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I hope you all here or there with some video editing and this and that, but there should be somebody that knows how to do that here that should do that. That's why we got a web guy, who, and so with that being said, I was just unhappy. I will say that, the last few years, only because I didn't know what direction we were going. And it really came down to the wire like the last 6 months, to where it was just, we didn't know when remotes were coming back. That's besides the point. That's when we go on the streets and we meet with listeners. 'Cause I love being, I'm all about listeners, love being interacting and shaking hands and whatnot. But as far as our show, like, it went from doing that one-on-one evaluation, the air checks, to not even having them anymore, to, well, how's our show going, to them just showing us numbers every 3 months.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Here's how you guys are doing. All right, get your numbers up.
Instead of that constructive criticism, like what could be done
That's
different.
what you need in any job, in any,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So especially
So there's
in
no
radio.
direction being given.
Right.
It's just the analytics, like just, okay,
Yeah.
here's a dump.
Can you
And-
imagine? Yeah. Imagine having numbers just thrown at you and say, just do it.
Yeah,
Which is cool, but let me do it my way.
Right,
And then there was
right.
an issue with that. And it's like, okay, well, if you're not going to let me do what I got to do to put up numbers, that's like telling Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
Shoot, but
go
don't
get
shoot
the
that
numbers.
lady, yeah.
Kobe's going to do it his way.
Right.
Whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? Because he knows how to do it.
Right. That's like any entrepreneur, really. Like,
Say that. Say that again.
Any entrepreneur, like you
I
tell
like
them,
that
hey,
word. That you just called me that? I like that.
That's what it sounded like to me.
I like that. And that's how
But
But right?
Wait,
No, that's
what
what
did
it's
they
about.
say?
Like you give somebody that has the drive and the motivation to do something. You
Right.
tell them, hey, this needs to be done. They're going to execute the way that they want to do it.
Right.
And regardless, get it done.
Absolutely.
But if you're putting their hands behind their back and not allowing them to be
Don't do this. Don't do
creative,
that. Don't do this. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh,
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they're sabotaging you.
Yeah,
To fail.
and limiting your creativity, so to speak.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So, with that being said, just that, and I was just slowly but surely just fading. Radio, it just wasn't fun anymore. You know what I mean? That's when I got to the point. It wasn't.
and this was how long ago again?
Like 3 months ago, right?
What's that?
That you started feeling like this.
Feeling like this? I would
where-
say
2 years.
probably the last year.
Uh-huh.
Because I did mornings with Evelyn, I want to say 5 years.
Yeah.
And then prior to that, I was in afternoons. I was also music director for so many years.
Yeah.
And then I did nights forever in a day. So, I pretty much branded myself there. I've been there forever in a day. The running joke was, damn, fool, like, you're still there? Like, I got 5 kids. I remember when I was in middle school, you were there. It's like, yeah, still here, man.
It's true. Like you were there for a long,
really long
time,
time.
man.
Yeah,
2
dude.
decades.
And radio people don't, they don't really stay that long. You're usually, if you make it 5 years, that was a accomplishment.
Oh shoot, man.
Yeah,
so like Ryan Seacrest and them and Big Boy, like they're solid then because they've been there for years. And
Yeah.
Kiss FM and stuff. So
Oh
those
hell
guys-
yeah! And they've been in that market, and they've been able to, I guess the ratings are good. You know what I mean? But they've also done stuff outside of the
Right.
radio station,
Right.
which is key, like we just
To
talked
draw
about.
to that attention too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Well,
that
we're gonna
music?
do-
We going to commercial?
He
Yeah.
knows, man. We're gonna go to commercial.
We gotta go to commercial.
So when we come back, man, we got ODM in the studio, man. We're gonna talk a little bit more and get in deep with this guy.
Pause.
In deep. In too
Not
deep.
too deep.
In too deep.
Hey, what's going on, digital world? My name's ODM, one half of the legendary 90s hip-hop group A Lighter Shade of Brown. And I got my own platform. We're doing it right here on the Blockout Podcast. And I want you to join me. If you love hip-hop, if you love music in general, celebrity guests, I got those, all of those, plus guest DJs on the ones and twos. So join me and make sure you have those notifications turned on when we hit with the very first episode. Until then, be blessed.
Good for him. Yeah.
All right, guys, we are back, man. We got everybody in the studio, man. We got ODM, Lighter Shade of Brown, in the studio, man.
Yes, sir.
Blockout Podcast.
Boom, boom, boom. August 1st. Actually, it's already out, so never mind. Caught that. Sorry.
Got it, man.
Already on the platform, so go check
That's
it out.
right, man.
Do people know your real name, ODM?
For the most part, yeah. You know why? Because a lot of times, this was an earlier Lighter Shade, they wouldn't call us ODM, DTTX. They would call us Robert and Bobby.
So, okay, so remember you did the shout out to my uncle, right?
Yeah.
He said, mijo, that's so. He said your name, and I'm like, no, that's ODM, tío. no, that's him. That's him. And
Right.
I'm like, no, that's ODM, fucker. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
telling you, bro.
Yeah, he was saying by your name, so it was
Yeah.
just a trip that.
I don't know why it was always like that. I think because it started from internally with our management, and I got on clip for that, our manager. Just the other day, I was talking to him. We wrapped up a podcast. I was like, bro, you know you're the reason why that people call us Robert and Bobby, because he likes to call all the artists by their government names. So he'll be like, Rodney Jenkins, fool, say Rodney O. Nobody knows Rodney Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? It's true, right?
It's so true. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool, man. But hey, so let's talk about it, man. I know Lighter Shade of Brown and stuff, but you are still performing now. I mean, because I didn't, when you were doing the 991, you were on the radio and stuff, I didn't really see you perform a lot, though.
Right.
But now I see you coming out more, and now you're taking on shows and stuff, man. So are you like kind of getting out there again because of what happened, or is just now it's just time just branding you?
No, I don't think it just happened because of what happened as far as when
radio.
I left 99. No. So let's go back. So DTTX and I, you know what I'm saying, where we rekindled in 2015. All right. And prior to the 2015, I wasn't doing shows. I was just doing strictly radio. I was doing, KZGI, Kiss FM, all that. Just had it going on. I branded myself for the many years, concentrating on that. I do a feature here or there, you know what I'm saying, on people's records. But it didn't go any further than that. So when D and I finally got together, he always stayed performing. That was his own, his bread of income, as you would say. And so when we rekindled in 2015, we started doing shows. We met, and I don't want to bounce around, but we met a guy named Lou Pizarro, who was Operation Repo guy. I don't know if you ever watched that show. They go Repo show, big Mexican dude. He's skinny now. He's off flaco. So anyway, he showed interest in our group, and he said, hey, man, I want to do a documentary on you guys. And we were like, dope. Me and D were like, cool, man. Hey, this is fate. We come back. It's our first show. Lou's here. He already wants to do it. So long story short, we started doing shows. He was filming us here or there, taking place, different shows and having sit downs and conversations about the group. And the goal was to Lighter Shade now, 20 some years later, back on the road and back with a new album, and that's what we were going to do. But then unfortunately what happened with DTTX, we weren't able to proceed with that.
Yeah.
So, but the shows never stopped, you know what I mean? We continued on, Bobby and I, there you go, Bobby and I, DTTX and I, we did shows for about a year. He passed, but the shows kept going. We attributed a lot of the shows to him, and we still do to this day. We mention him on every show. But for the first year, though, was just when we had a whole video playing of him and everything, and just giving him his respects, you know.
But did you guys have like, if you don't mind me asking, a fallout before or something like that? That's right. The reason why you were doing his thing, you guys were doing your own thing.
Prior to 2015?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go back further then. So 2000 is when I first got into radio. Okay. Now, mind you, from 95 to like 2000, I like what we're going backwards here, timeline. I was producing a lot of the, Chicano artists out there. Mr. Capone, I did his first album.
Nice, yeah.
Mr. Shadow was working with him. Actually, I had my own company. It was called label was called Brown Royal Kingpins, and on there it was a lot of upcoming artists. DTX, he was on a couple of the tracks as well. So I was doing that for a few years, producing after the Shade's first 3 albums, and then I get hit up, and D was like, "Dude, we have an opportunity to make 2 more albums." With this other company up north, they call Greenside Records. They're out of the Bay Area. And what do you say? I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So there's where I was able to continue, funding my studio, more equipment, and just investing. I got smarter than I was when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Making that money because easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
You always think that shit's gonna last, but nah, it doesn't.
It doesn't rejuvenate. It
Nah,
doesn't.
hell no. So you got to be smarter, and I credit my mom to a lot of that because she always held on to my money just for a rainy day. So
Nice, man.
shout outs to moms for that. So we ended up doing those 2 albums. They really didn't do anything. And then I always had this love for radio. We would like tour, and I was that dude that was always on the phones, or I was watching, the request lines, answering the phones, or watching the DJ, do his thing. And I was like, man, that is super cool, man. Like, I would love to do that one day. Low key, like I never told anybody. So when I got the opportunity with 99.1, that was in 2000, 99 actually. End of 99, I got approached by J.R.and, who was our program director. And he had heard me. I was on the streets with my posters, and I was with one of the jocks. Shout out to Ant Dog. We were out there at a Papa John's, whatever, in Riverside. And I got on the cell phone, and I did this whole little bit. Hey, what's up? It's ODM. Light of Shade. Come down. I got some posters. I got some CDs. Blah, 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 blah. J.R.and comes down, right to the pot. He goes, dude, you sounded good on the radio. Like, you just flowed. And he goes, remember 5 years ago, you said, where are you going to be in 5 years? I asked you that, and you said radio. I said, yeah. He goes, you want a shot? And I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Like that.
And it was just like that. So I was like, there was my door.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know this. I had asked D, I said, look, man, we have an opportunity here now. We're making music. Boom. Now we're on radio. Boom. The two go together, coincide with each other.
Yep.
Let's do this. And it'll be easier to, drop records on the radio. At least that was my idea.
Right.
Well, he decided he didn't want to do it. He was like, it's cool, man. How much money? Nah, I was like, dude, it's not about money. I go, it's about paying your dues. I says, we're starting right on air, but it's
staying
like
relevant too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just like, all right, dude, well, I'm gonna go do this, and he decided to stay back, and I'm gonna continue doing this. So I was like, all right, cool. So there's where I got in radio at 2000, and I know I kind of ran off course, but I don't remember.
No,
the
it's good.
question.
Yeah.
So there's where I started my radio career in 2000, and we never had beef. There was just like a pause for the cause, and that was
vision at the moment.
Yeah, that was just I was just exploring. You know what I'm saying? Myself, like my other avenues, like production. A lot of people don't know this, but like our 3rd album with Hey DJ, like that was my first single I ever produced for us. You know what I'm saying? That was our 3rd album on the Laying in the Cut album, and because I had learned soaking up from all the producers. So then, after we just got shelved from Mercury Records, we just didn't know what the hell we were gonna do. So I decided to take another lane back then into production. And I know it's going backwards, but it worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
because I'll be driving to Vegas, man. And you turn 991, there's ODM right there.
yeah.
My homie.
Hey, shout out to Jamma Jane.
No, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Did you ever have him on your show? Like, did you ever bring him on to the radio show?
Radio station.
Like to be a guest?
I did. Not on 99.1 though, because I used to voice track other radio stations, as we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
I was that dude. So I did 99.1, but then also I was in the Bay Area on the weekends, or I was doing mornings. Yeah, all these other sister stations that iHeartMedia would hire me to do. So they were like customized. And
That's crazy.
we were doing a show in New
crazy,
Mexico, right? And I did mornings there. But I'd never been in that market at the radio station. So I was like, hey, let me kill two birds. I'm here in town. I called the program director, Tony Monero. I said, hey, dude, I'm going to come by the station. We have a show in Albuquerque. He's like, hell yeah, come on by, dude. So when I went there, I went ahead and recorded my show there, live in studio. And Dee joined me on the show that day. So that was very special. And we actually got video of it, too.
Okay.
Oh,
So, that was really cool. That dude, let me tell you something, man. He's got a hell of a personality. He was funny. You know what I mean? Just as when you be pissed off at him, you know how to like get you there. Because he was so tiny, bro. He looks like we used to call him a bunch of names, bro.
Like Jimmy over there? behind the scenes?
We used to call him, what was the character? Petrie from
the dinosaurs, Land Before Time.
No.
Yeah,
Are you talking about Chaka?
No.
No.
Remember the Petrie was a little fucking duckbill one.
I thought Petrie was from Popeye.
No.
No, okay.
That's
No,
sweet.
I used to call it. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
That's how
So he had two names. He had Petrie, and then he had see, I just grew up.
Sweet Pea? That's from Popeye, Sweet Pea.
Jeep,
Sweet
the little Jeep guy.
Jeep.
Wait, do it one more time. I
He used
might
to go
know.
Jeep, and he disappeared, right? And but he was this little fucker, and he just Jeep. Every day, hey, shut up, Jeep.
What is that from?
From Popeye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn,
Yeah, you too, Popeye, after this show.
Hey, so let's go
Type
back
of
some
Jeep.
more then.
Go
Where
ahead.
did you guys meet? Or how did you guys meet?
How did Lighter Shade of Brown
Yeah,
come about?
how did you guys meet?
We usually start off that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going backwards.
I like the
so
backward
excited.
time. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
So we met in when I was in high school, and I went to La Sierra High School there in Riverside, and there was an artist by the name of Big Lady K. She got transferred to my school, first female on Priority Records ever. Look it up, Big Lady K. And I was so hyped that she came to my school because I knew who she was. I just bought a record like the week before.
Oh, damn.
So I went up to her just like any other aspiring artist. I was like, yo, what's up, girl? Hey, man, I know who you are. Whoop-de-whoop. I said, girl, I'm trying to, come out with a record like you. What I got to do? Introduce me to your manager. She was like, all right, well, let me hear you bust. So I rapped and did my thing. I guess she liked me. And she was like, man, you dope for a Mexican. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
all right, whatever that means, come on, let's go. Let me get in the car, whatever. And she was like, all right. So she walked me over to the payphone. I rapped over the phone for my manager at school. And that was Cliff Ritchie. So he already, she was his artist. He discovered Rodney O.
Okay.
And Joe Cooley. Well, Rodney O. Rodney O's from Riverside, if y'all don't know that, Inland Empire. Also, he discovered Brother Marquise from Two Live Crew and Dave Hobb, Mr. Mix, also from Riverside. Shout out to the IE artist.
Yeah.
And that was, before the whole Two Live Crew thing obviously took off. So coming after that, I was already just hyped, just knowing his history. So he came down with Jam and James, his producer, and we just started doing 4 tracks, demos in my living room, my bedroom actually, and we were just rapping, and he was trying to work my deal for a while. The way I met Bobby, to answer your question, was at the time Mellow Man Ace was out, Kid Frost was out. Well, he decided he wanted us to hurry up and try to ride this Latino wave that was taking off, that was being birthed, right? Mm-hmm. So he was like, shit, we want to make the first group. So then DJ Fabe, who was my DJ at the time, had a homie from high school who rapped as well, and that was D. So there's where we were put together, and we were just kind of, we were put together. A lot of cats don't know that either. They think we were just brought up homies from the same neighborhood. So we started recording demos.
That's dope.
Because you guys gave off that vibe though, like you guys meshed very well together, and it was almost like it was a childhood thing growing up.
Yeah, our chemistry was unreal.
I was thinking you guys were like cousins
hard to
or
find.
something. Or you guys had that chemistry that you said.
You said gay.
Like
You're
cousins,
mumbling,
like-
guy.
I was starstruck. No, it was more like a family thing. Like you guys were cousins, family.
Yeah, nah, bro. We were put together.
Oh yeah, no.
And we just kind of snipped each other out like pit bulls, like, you know what I'm saying? But
You snipped each other's butt?
yeah, nah, we do all that.
Like pit bulls?
Nah, I always use that
hey,
reference
hey,
because
hey.
we just kind of like
Yeah.
we had egos. Every
Yeah,
rapper
of
had
course.
egos.
You guys
Yeah.
were both posted up, like, all right, who's gonna flinch?
More like a pit bull and
Exactly.
chihuahua.
There, yeah.
Hey guys, we'll be right back, man. We got ODM in the studio, man.
Hey.
And yeah, we started off this way, but we're going backwards. So it's all right. Just stay tuned, man.
Stay along for the ride because we're going to end somewhere.
We're gonna start with present time.
Somewhere.
What's up, my gente? It's your boy MC Magic. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday to the dopest podcast on the net, J.R.and the Crew, keeping it real with my gente. Zzz.
You did your shit though.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna bring this back. We're back with a story about Jeep. This is Jeep.
Okay.
You got Jeep.
Yes, I remember that. Oh my God, I remember that cartoon. I remember that cartoon.
Jeep.
Dude.
So, where were we?
I don't know. You were asking the
You
question,
said
but
bringing it back.
but you were mumbling.
Oh, we're coming back to present time because we're tired of the past. So, what is ODM doing now? Enough about the past.
Ooh, right now, I'm really excited, man. This project that we started, me and Danny and Money Moons, is called the Blockout Podcast. Actually, I had started this 8 years ago with my boy DJ Tech. You know, we were doing it, but we were calling it the 60-minute Blockout. And then what happened was it was doing well. We had it on iTunes and a couple videos here and there, and kind of the same concept, just, you know, interviewing aspiring artists and whatnot, and just being everywhere in the community, right, in the IE. And then I met my wife. And then I got married. And that happened.
And that just put the brakes on everything, yeah.
And then I had children, and then it just, you know, I became, you know, daddy and husband, and all that just kind of. But which was good, though, because I had waited so long, you know what I mean? Like, I had my first kid at 41, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I got married at 40, first ever and last.
Wow.
Hey.
And so, you know, because I was building this foundation for them the way I see it
Yeah, you wanted something
for
to
so
come with
many
something.
years, you know what I mean? And it was finally laid out. And, you know, I already knew what I wanted after playing all the fucking games all them years. Like what I want to settle down with, who I want to settle down with. And that just happened. So I was so overwhelmed, you know. I was, you know, on my honeymoon when I got married, and it hasn't stopped, you know.
No, that's
So I have a question. So how did you know she was the one? Like, what was it about her
She knew all the
that
lyrics to
made
the
you
song.
like lock it down? Like,
You know, it was very easy because, number one, she wasn't all up in the club. She wasn't, you know, all in
wasn't
the
a fangirl?
gram. She wasn't, you know, doing
That's
this
one
and
strike.
that.
one strike.
Putting the cheese in the camera.
Oh, 2 strikes.
Like, she putting her ass. Oh, I don't know. I mean, you know, and she was very home, you know, orientated. So she was a family person. She wasn't all about. And she saved lives. She's a, you know, respiratory therapist. So she works in the hospital.
Nice, man.
She got a great job, great head on her shoulders. She had a little girl at the time, and I was like, okay, this is dope, because number one, I got to deal with all these headaches, you know, being in the clubs, and it's not just. It's just I had been in that scene so many years. It felt refreshing to find somebody
Having, like,
who was
a normal
out of
life?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, and the vibe that I got going over to her parents' house was just so like dope. Like this is what I'm missing. You know what I mean? She has such a huge family, so welcoming, and I just saw like, yeah, this is dope, dude. Like, you know, I could be part of this. You know what I mean? And-
Can I ask how you guys met or no?
you know what's crazy? What's that?
Can I
Where?
ask how you guys met? Because it wasn't in the club. It wasn't on MySpace. So
Yeah.
how
Was
did
it at the
that-
supermarket?
Nah, dude,
He couldn't brief.
Nah,
Yeah.
trip. You're gonna trip on this.
Facebook.
So trip. So I got hit up by her cousin because I knew her cousin. She was always coming to the radio station, get hooked up with tickets and whatever. You know, she running her game. She getting however she wanted. But what's up, Darlene? So Darlene one day hit me on Instagram, was like, yeah, we're over here at no. Let me go back further. She hit me up and said her uncle, which is my wife's dad, was looking for a DJ for his Halloween party because he used to throw a bunch of Halloween parties every year. He was known for that at his house. So I was like, yeah, I'm open, cool. So I show up and I'm there, and you know, you can imagine what the vibes like. You a bunch of little nurses running around, little cocktail, little Mrs. Officers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah. So that part. So I'm like. So I see this little sailor girl come and, in front of my DJ booth, and I'm DJing, and no, was she a sailor? Or she was like a little nurse, she had something little on, that's all I knew. And I played Blow the Whistle.
Oh,
so
hey.
she starts, whatever, doing her thing, starts dancing, she go down, she's vibing, she has a drink in her hand. I'm like, who is that?
Did you say it on the mic? Who
No.
is that? I'm just saying.
Not at that time, but what the kicker was, so 10 minutes later, the dad comes over.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to introduce you to my daughters. And it was her.
And Darlene.
And her cousin and her sister Danielle.
Okay.
So she's like, these are my daughters right here. This is Danielle, and this is Vanessa. So I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And
Basically, it's like, choose.
So the dad.
He was like, choose today.
Hey,
and
even
choose
by the
right.
end of the party, bro, he goes, hey, you're my DJ from now on. Because sadly to say,
He knew he had her.
Yeah,
He's gonna be in the family. He's gonna DJ out well now.
well, you know what the trip is? Her dad and I are like 4 years apart.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
Well, you got you a younger girl.
I got me a young girl. My wife and I were 13 years apart.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
So, but her mom had her at a young age,
Right.
16. So it makes it seem like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit. So that's why her dad and I, and we're from the same neighborhood, or so to speak. We both grew up in Santana. You know what I'm saying?
Santana.
And so that's how we hit it off. So being that he knew us from there was all good. So after that, I just kept in contact with the family, and then I realized she wasn't, dating her baby dad anymore.
Was the dad a big lighter shaded brown fan?
And he was a big lighter shade of brown. So that
Was she
kind
a
of
lighter shade of brown
helped
fan?
it too, huh?
Was she a lighter shade of brown fan?
No, you know what? She did not
know
know
who
who
the
we
fuck you
were.
were.
She didn't. Matter of fact,
Too young.
exactly.
No.
You-
My kids know who lighter shade of brown is, and they're 18 and 25.
But
Right.
she was going places, bro.
You know yeah, she already knew. Now the funny thing was in the song Sunday Afternoon, and I'll never forget the story. She goes, "Yeah, I remember that song." She goes, "I used to think it said a lot of, a lighter shade of brown." It would say
A lot of shade of brown.
a lot of shade around,
Oh.
like there was shade. And I go,
Shade
"Yeah, you didn't know our music, girl. Shit. Like, you didn't know." Yes, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus.
We got one. Didn't know who the hell I
No
was.
groupies, no groupies. So did you preferred a woman that wasn't about the lifestyle, that wasn't about your career? You just wanted somebody to want you for you?
Yeah, well, pretty much. I think everybody does. If
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
that business,
Yeah.
it's just hard to decipher that. You know what I mean? To break it down, like, does she really love me? Like, I met dudes that fucking rich, dude. They, they got fucking houses, mansions and this and that, but they won't even bring some girls to their house if they're serious about them. They like them to their pad because you don't want them.
Right.
They always fall into that. Oh.
Then now they
Do
try
they just
harder.
want me for me or want me for my
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah. And me, I mean, I'm older now, that's what I did back then. And I was this radio, DJ as well. But no, I was never like that. I never caught that vibe from her. And to answer your question, what made, like I said, all those three things that went with it, it just made me want to marry. And I already knew what I wanted because I've been through bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right,
I already.
You've already said this is what I don't want.
Yeah,
and, like in
dude.
your checklist, right?
Exactly.
What I call it is like my must-haves and have-nots. Like you must have a driver's license.
Right.
I mean, you may think that's fucking petty, right?
Right.
But you'd be surprised how many motherfuckers get caught up in child
No, we had a guy in
support
here that didn't have a driver's
and
license.
do not have a driver's license.
Right. And
Or
in
good
the-
credit. My most recent qualification is you gotta have good credit.
Right, yeah.
Because I ain't fucking with somebody and trying to build a life with
Yeah.
somebody that don't have good credit.
Well, that's not gonna work with my wife then, because she had debt. She had debt, hella
So
debt.
I rescued her, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, okay, what you got, girl? Let's break it down before we get married. She was like, well, I got this school debt. Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's normal.
Yeah.
You ain't in the red like
Yeah,
that. But no, it was all good, man. I told her, I said, hey, give this a year, because she was already hinting like after 4 months.
Oh, no.
Like, what's up? You ain't getting any younger. Telling me like that. I was like, Well, what's up? What you trying to do, girl? She's like,
She had your ring ready.
yeah.
She got on one knee.
So I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, man. Give us a year. Because you know how shit, it's the honeymoon stage when you start dating somebody in the
100%.
first 8
Yeah.
months, whatever.
Put him on
The
probation.
7
for
month
6
itch.
months, bro.
Yeah.
For me, it's the 7 month
The 7
itch.
month.
Yeah, not 7
Not
years.
7
no, fuck that
years.
shit. Like
Right.
by 7 months, I'm a no for
Wait,
sure.
wait.
like,
So why are you giving me shit? Because I put mine for 6 months probation, and now you say 7 months.
well, but the way that you say it, so shut up.
6 months
I'm
probation.
saying. It's the way that you
Probation.
say it.
You're on trial.
She
Like
got
he's
extended
some,
a month.
like he's some gem. He's like, oh no, she gotta wait 7 months.
I'm like him.
What the
I've been
fuck?
through the bullshit. I know what I want.
Yeah.
So if I see signs of bullshit, you're like,
Yeah, no, I know.
So a year later, it went by, and then I ended up proposing her on my birthday. It was a birthday proposal. She had no idea because she threw me a party, but I proposed to her
what's
on the same
ODM's
day.
birthday?
Say again?
What's ODM's birthday?
What do you mean?
When is your
When
birthday?
is your birthday?
Oh, August 22nd.
Oh, it's coming
it's
up.
coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shoot, we're gonna party.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
We'll send you an invite. You guys come on.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
Definitely.
it's Zendejas or something. Knowing him.
Send that.
He's all, but since you guys, hey, but we're gonna have a party, and since you guys know how to work the cameras, can you guys film everything?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I need a
that's
videographer.
cold.
I need a videographer,
But
guys.
You know what? Real shit though. Just seeing your wife around you and the support she has.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. I see it. You can see it.
Dope.
You can
Thank
see
you.
it in her eyes. You can see it in your eyes. You guys support each other.
Yeah. Los Tóxicos, she came with a GoPro even right
Yeah,
behind
she
him.
was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You and Concrete's wife, like you guys both have very
Yeah.
supportive spouses. So
As it should be. As it
And that's
should be.
important, right? I mean, being in the industry, because obviously there's a lot of temptation,
Yep.
right? And so I think it's very admirable
Right.
when you see somebody of your caliber that has their significant other and their children as well, like because that's you showing your vulnerable side. You know, that's you
Sure.
putting it out there and saying, yeah, this is my family. Like,
Yeah.
and so what? You know,
Yeah.
I think that's.
And I think I will say this to the fellas. I mean, if you got something like that and you truly believe that she's cool with you and she doesn't sweat you, she doesn't get jealous
Yeah.
over certain shit, or that she's not sweating the small shit, then don't fuck up.
Huh.
Don't fuck that up because that's hard to come
Right.
by.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
it
I
is,
mean?
man.
Right. You're
Because I know a
absolutely
lot of motherfuckers that are in relationships right now, and they got jealous ones. And I'm like, my first question is like, well, what'd you do, fool, for her to act like that?
right. Yeah.
You know, or
Yeah.
they come from other relationships that are toxic. You know, those toxic.
Yeah.
They pick a girl that,
Can't
yeah.
get over it, yeah.
And it's like, I can't deal with that either. You know what I mean? It's like, been there, done
So
that.
your Blockout Podcast, what are you going to be talking about on that show?
Well, the first season is all lighter shade of brown based. So it's the birth of LSOB. So it's producers that were around and my management, artists that were involved, and anybody who was in the beginning. And one thing I'm always about is just sharing memories, sharing stories, and I feel like a lot of my audience loves to hear that as well
Right.
because it brings them back.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
So-
Like I was telling you, the first time I saw you was in Pomona, and
Yeah.
I was just like when I think about it, I'm just like, oh, those younger days. Like,
Right.
you know, we always want to go back to like when we didn't have responsibility.
Right.
When all we had to worry about
Yeah,
was
kids.
Worry about ourselves. Yeah, and grandkids.
Or being in the back of the Regal.
Conception.
Regal.
That was during conception of child number one.
Yeah, I mean anything that makes you feel good about the path you want. It's like hearing that one song that you'll always remember. That's why music's always it's timeless. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah,
I
man.
think that's from your music.
Well, it
does.
evokes emotions, and
Yeah.
you remember. It takes you back to that place in time.
Yep.
No, I love it, man.
Facts. And so on top of that, just aside of the artist, is season 2. We were just kind of we haven't really planned. We had the season 1
So
on
we
it.
have the idea, but it's just not planned yet.
Oh, you
Right.
talk.
I came for ODM. I'm just the backup.
Danny, take over.
But I like what
Go
you're
ahead,
doing
go
in
ahead.
season 1 because season 1, I look at it like you're building your foundation.
Yes, yes,
Right.
A
yes.
strong foundation. This is who we are. This is where I come from. And then
Yes.
season 2, you'll just break out.
Yes.
And stuff.
And I feel we owe that to the fans because they've been waiting for a book or a movie or
Right.
documentary. So I'm like, well, shit.
Even
let's
at
do-
those Toxicos, how you share that little bit of insight on the third member that we didn't know.
Yes.
The dancer.
You said there was a third member of the Night Shade of Brown.
Did I?
Oh, he lied to
Well,
us.
we're going to take a quick break.
Oh,
When we
talk
come
about
back,
that.
we're going to talk about it. He told us there was a third member, and we're going to find out who that third member is.
What's up? It's your boy, Poet King, aka Renee. Guess what? Make sure you guys truly check out our people over at DNA Prints. If you see behind us, they're the ones that created that. They're capable of getting all your printing needs, anything you need from them, t-shirts, flyers, cards, you name it, they got it. So go
Hell
ahead,
yeah.
DNA Prints.
DNA Prince, man. And don't forget, man, we also have our other partners, man. We got Victorious Vida. That's right, Victorious Vida, man. Created by our boy right here, Slick Vic. So we got Vic. Hi, guys. Humble man right there. No. So Victorious Vida. And also, man, don't forget, we got Mikey Boy Apparel, man. We got Mikey Boy Apparel. Go to MikeyBoyApparel.com. Make sure you guys support our clothing line. We're always wearing Victorious Vida or we're always wearing Mikey Boy.
That's right. We also got Espinosa's leather. If you guys ever seen the Mayans, check out their cuts. They can do customized cuts. They can put your grandfather's flannel, maybe your ex-boyfriend's bandana, whatever you want, whatever you need. They can incorporate it into your piece. It's all completely customized. Chaps. We also got Black Widow Investigations. She is a full legal service company.
Yeah, company.
Does everything. If you get in an accident, if they say your case is a lost cause, go to Black Widow.
That's right.
She's gonna make sure she gets you what you are entitled to. Really.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And she also does family law for you guys going through a divorce. But don't forget Mortgage Master. Excuse me. Don't forget Mortgage Master.
Don't choke up. Damn.
Don't forget Mortgage Masters. That's 3 times. You just say, don't forget Mortgage Masters. Because the rates are still decent right now. You can still refinance and they'll get you a lot of money. I already talked to Homeboy. He's going to help me out on a good deal, so check him out.
All right, ODM, look at you can book Jimmy. We'll let you have Jimmy for an hour. You can do your music. Go.
Rent him out.
Sitting in the pocket, don't need no music. ODM, I grab this microphone and show you how I use it. Some claim to the fame, homie. Yes, right, I thought you knew. But y'all didn't even know 92, that's considered old school. But it's okay, because I'm with J.R.and the crew. Fool, thought you knew I'm coming through. Something brand new. Shit, throw my shades on, throw my lokes. I play like Rakim, bitch, I ain't no joke. How about freestyle means you don't write your shit. You actually freestyle, all right?
Imagine he's all, hey, that was good, huh? I made it up on the way here.
I practiced it for 2 weeks.
Thanks for ghostwriting that for me.
Did you record that? Did you really start as a freestyler or?
Freestyle to the heart.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Even to this day, like, fools used to trip because I already had my deal. I had records on the radio, but I was still out there battling. I didn't give a fuck. To me, it was the art, it was the passion that I had.
Nice, man.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that no more. I don't care, dude. Like, this is what I do.
You want to do.
And it's fun. And I always tell them, I go, I wish there was cameras on us back then, like social media and phones and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
That way, I'd be on somewhere like fucking, allhiphop.com or something, ODM, freestyling over here in the corner. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we didn't have back
dope.
then. Back then it was just, you were there.
Yeah, you
That's
had
it.
a big ass
But that's what the
camcorder
Blockout's
that you took
gonna
from
be
mom
like.
and
Yeah,
dad.
the Block-
That you
The
took from
Blockout's
mom
going to
and
be
dad.
you're going to visualize your stories.
yeah.
So you don't have cameras, but you're going to talk about it. And we
Absolutely,
Get to visualize it.
100. I used to have a VHS camera on our
Yeah.
shows. I was that cochino on stage at the Lowrider shows filming the Bikini Girls.
I was the cochina on the stage dancing.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Hey, but that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
At the Lowrider Supercar shows.
Yeah, I remember.
Same eyebrows.
You're
Same
from
eyebrows.
you're from Pomona, right?
In
So
Pomona.
that
And
was-
when it got shot up in 91, were you
Thank
there?
you. We were that was there.
I was there too.
That was our first and last car show
Yeah.
in Pomona because of that
'cause it got
scuffle,
shut up.
the
Yeah.
riots.
I remember that day. I
Yeah,
was
I
there.
remember
I
that
was
day.
there.
You were there
A
too?
lot of us were there.
Dude, see that shit? Everybody remembers those
Who knows
shows.
that?
Damn.
We were all meant to
Who knows
meet
that?
at this
Except for
time.
us, right?
We know what I remember? You had a third member.
I did.
You remember?
I did.
No,
He
we're at
did.
Los Tosticos, like he said, and he told us, and we're like, oh shoot, we gotta talk about
Not
that.
a third dancer, but a
Not
member.
third dancer.
Okay, not their dancer.
Not concrete coming in dancing.
You talk about that TJ Knight's video, man. That one that went viral, and that was
Yeah.
we were so young there. I was like, you could probably tell it was our first TV appearance ever. No, but we had a DJ in the beginning, DJ Fabe Love / producer,
Nice.
who started out the group with us because there was 3 of us. And if you look on the Brown and Proud cover, our original album, you'll see the 3 of us. It's the orange and green one with the Aztec on there, and it has Fabe, Lil Bobby, and myself on there. So that's the 30th anniversary shirt that I sell. You can find it at shop@lsob.com, by the way. And yeah, so he was there, and just to give you a little overview how that went down, how he left the group was we had our manager at the time, and then we switched managements, okay? Because we thought the grass was greener on the other side.
Yeah.
So turns out it wasn't. So then we came back. Fabian wanted to stay with the management because he was more into the production side.
Right.
He only rapped on one song because he was a DJ, so producer. So he got in with the other side, and he wanted to work that avenue. So we were all cool, you know.
Yeah, you just
You know,
all right,
no,
cool,
no
do your
harm,
thing,
no
man.
foul. We just
Yeah.
did our thing, and we continued as DTX and ODM,
Nice, man.
and that's why there was two of us. Yeah.
So now you have the Blockout Podcast,
Mm.
and you're doing shows. You know,
Still
so now
doing
you're-
shows.
You're
so
going out and
active.
doing shows.
So now we're doing 2-in-1. So now what we're gonna do is our plan is to bring our, go mobile, bring our cameras, bring our mics, and just go on the
nice.
road. So that way we can set up at set hotel, whatever we're at, and just get all the artists when we're there.
Oh, kind of like JR and the crew does.
You guys do that too?
yeah.
You see how you play it up? You guys do too?
Wait, you guys perform?
You know
The
what?
lowrider shows. You're right.
Yeah,
I was gonna try to freestyle right now, but I
we're gonna end the
stopped.
show a little early. Thanks for being
Here's a little story about a moment man's hanky has nothing to do with the like a hanky panky. Could have like Fava and the rascal.
See, we promote.
That's
we
real
promote.
mumble
We do
rap.
mumble rap. Yeah, it's mumble rap.
Is that the Chicano Sir Mix-a-Lot right there? My posse's on Broadway. Hey, I knew what that song was, fucker. Brother Brother Jackson, we stopped at Taco Bell for some Mexican. That's how he sounded, right?
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
No, Mike, but you have a bit.
We're many talents.
No, but
here.
he has a show coming up too. August. He's on
August 28th.
August
You're going to be
28th.
at
yeah.
the Crab and Shrimp
Man,
Throwback
thanks for
Fest
bringing that
with
up. Yes,
Mello.
ma'am. So we're, right here, Old Crab Cajun Seafood Restaurant. Right there in Hacienda Heights, Melamanese, Candyman, JJ Fad, Lighter Shade of Brown, hosted by Alicia Del Valle, and it's the homegirl.
You have any shows before then?
We do. It all depends when this is going to air.
Because you did those Tuxicals. Nope. Yeah.
Don't say
August
it anymore,
28th.
Jay.
August 28th is the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, August 28th,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I can't wait. You know?
And that same day is crazy because we have a double header that day. I'm supposed to be in Orange County too.
Oh, damn.
I'm being the same day in Santana, original, and they're supposed to give us a proclamation, man.
Oh,
the
that's
councilman.
dope.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, because
nice.
coming from the city and.
Yeah.
And all what we've done and accomplished. So I'm very humble. I'm very humble now, benefit, the fruits from what we've accomplished, and I'm seeing it now.
Right,
we went to Fresno last summer, and they gave us our own date there, which was official Lighter Shade of Brown Day, and they gave us the proclamation up there as well.
Oh, that's
I'm
dope.
like, getting my flowers, and that's
So,
dope,
One door closed and like all these other doors are opening. And you're being recognized more, I think, than before.
Right, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, and it all just pays just being humble, man. Anything you do
Yeah.
in life, just
stay humble,
Because some
yeah.
people are known for assholes. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I
true.
mean? I just want to thank the fans and the support that they've been, whether they were fans of our music or listeners on my
gaining
radio
them.
show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to ask is what do you not that you didn't have a plan, but when you got let go 991, now you're changing everything up, or maybe you already had a plan, but so what is the plan? What are you really trying to do with your fans, your music, and everything? What are you trying to do and build at this moment? Why are you looking at me like that?
Dude, I'm just trying to ride this motherfucker. I got 10 more years before I retire, and then I'm done. So whatever it takes to do from here to live on my 401k.
I'm
that's
sorry,
what
that was a
trying to
serious
do, bro.
question. He's like, why are you asking me this dumb?
No, that's a good question. That's a fucking good question. It's a great question, yeah, because I really didn't know how to answer it. Because, see, the problem is when you're a jack of all trades, right, and a master of none, that's a problem. You just never stop hustling, and
Yeah,
some things
you
I
find
do,
the next
they
hustle.
work. Then so I couldn't tell you, what I know what I should be doing, I need to be doing. But it's just getting the business smarts of learning how to do that.
But we know
like
overall
anything
we
else.
need to provide for our family. That's the bottom
Oh,
line.
hands down.
That's the first priority. That's the
Hands
reason. That's
down.
our why.
Right.
Yeah.
But because people ask us, where do we want to go with this? And we have
Right.
to answer that. So that's why I was just asking, because yes, we had conversations.
Yeah.
Like she said, you're an entrepreneur. We talked about
Yeah.
you're an entrepreneur. You're ODM. You have a time right now because of where you're at to either capitalize on that
Yeah.
or sit back. If you sit back, it might just ride off.
I was having a conversation with my boy Beto. He was on the first Brown and Proud album. Shout out to Chulo. He's from Pomona,
Oh.
where Teardrop's from, too. Y'all didn't know that. Latin actor. Did you know that? Anyway, and he was telling me, he was like, dude, because we're the same age. And he was like, nah, dude. He goes, why do I want to stop doing what I love doing? Then I just become stagnant and then just,
True.
and then become old. I'm not getting old. I'm getting older, but I'm not, I don't ever want to stop feeling that young vibe and know what the next thing is. You know what I mean? It's how I can help the up and coming and versus they can help me too as well. And that's, I never stop learning. And I think that's the key, you know what I mean, to anything you do.
Right.
Business wise, yeah, I wish there's just certain, what I've come to find out, there's people that wear many hats, and I may not wear that hat, but I'm going to find somebody that does. And that's where you establish your team. Everybody rocks that. And this is my vision. It's what I want to do. Right now, it's the Blockout Podcast because that is kind of, my situation has forced me to go that way. And that's what's popping right now. Who knows what tomorrow day and age is going to be? Who's going to be popping in 5 years?
10 years, yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going to be the new thing?
Right.
First it was Facebook, then it was Instagram, then now TikTok. You know what I mean? It's like vice versa. So I just kind of roll with the times and see how I can implement what I've learned, what I've accumulated, my experience into that. And without trying to be fake about it and being that trying to be cool and fit in with the young when I know I'm older. Right. There's a fine line. You know what I'm saying? And
doesn't always get you when you're having a conversation with like my kids, 25 and 18, and even then, the way that they grew up is different. But they start saying some words, and I'm like, huh? Like I gotta Google that.
The
shit.
new slang.
Yeah.
We heard a sneaky link or what?
Sneaky link.
Sneaky link.
Yeah.
You know what a sneaky
No,
link is?
no.
Yeah.
I thought it was like something that you find on YouTube or something.
Your late night appointment.
What's it called?
It's a what?
Your late night appointment.
You're like,
late night appointment.
Oh,
sneaky-
shit.
oh.
I'm like cabrón, your wife's watching. How do you know what that means? How come ODM doesn't know, but you know?
It's because I actually learned it off her. So
Or does ODM know?
Yeah, I
I'm
better
just
not know what a
saying.
sneaky link is. I'll show you. I'll get sneaky with my link. Come here right now.
He's gonna go home and ask his wife.
You better not
That was
know.
for you, babe.
Oh, that's fucking comedy.
Oh my god.
Nah, dude. Let's just keep it up. Yeah, this is so hard, bro. Because we had our words back then.
Yeah.
But what's funny is that because of TikTok and platforms like that, you hear some of the music that your kids are playing, and it's our shit, our era.
Yeah.
And you're going, what the hell? What you know about that? You know what I mean? So.
No, I saw MC Magic's. 'Cause we were on that topic, I saw MC Magic. He posted a video, and he's singing with the crowd, but the whole front were young kids.
Yeah.
They're all young. And then he told us, because he was on a show 2 episodes ago.
Okay.
He told us, he said, he does this call, a line call, or people call in.
On TikTok. On TikTok, he goes live, right?
Right, and then he has people call online.
People call in.
He
And
does
they're-
like an Arlo shit.
Oh, okay.
People
Dope.
call in and he'll play
Yeah.
songs. And
Yeah.
But they're all young. He says they're young.
Oh,
But he
dude.
said that's how he's able to reach that demographic and stay relevant with them because it's what's trending.
It's And then in his whole show right there, no lie, you can see it on his story. It's all young people. I was like, he wasn't lying. Look at this. It's all young people.
I don't.
My cousin's younger daughter, she's 12. She went to his concert.
She went to the concert.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? We're
Yeah, MC
we're at the
Magic.
club with it.
MC Magic, I don't know what it is, but he's got the formula
Right.
to get these little girls.
I was on
Watch
the-
that.
I-
Watch
I-
our
I-
Stream,
podcast. Watch our
all
podcast
that.
I
because
was
like
on the
he
old
broke
school
it down.
cruise, the old school cruise.
Oh yeah, that's
He came on, I swear, dude, mother, daughter, both,
Sure. and that's what
grandma.
you want.
and the
Yeah.
grandma.
That'd be me, my mom, and my daughter.
We're all going to MC Magic show. That's what you want.
Yeah.
I would want. I mean, we get that. We get
Yeah.
dudes like our age and then their kids, and that's how we
Yeah.
distill our music into them.
Absolutely.
Like
my
we
kids
were.
are very well versed in different types of genres and music and eras.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
And that's how our music flows.
You're my oldies. You know what I mean?
the fuck?
Say,
Wait, how old is you?
I was so confused right now.
I'm 45,
Wait,
bro.
sock check. Oh, yeah, you like 15. You right.
I got the LA, homie. I got the Esteban Shocks right
That's
here,
dope,
bro.
that's
No,
dope.
we used to party your songs.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
ODM, how old are you?
I'll be 49 August 22nd.
oh man, you're my age, you're my peer, bro. You're my
Yeah, bro.
peer.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying because the new.
Thank you, bro.
Jimmy's over there saying, "Damn,
Damn,
you
you
look
look good.
What are you
Shoot.
doing?
Hey, I'm married, bro. How about that married dog? I'm
Fuck up, he's a
married.
married man.
No, I'm just saying because like
Sneaky link over
the
there.
people's the music these days, their oldies are going to be freaking mumble rap and all this other crap.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? So ours is good. It's lighter shade of brown.
Yeah.
It's Mala Mayonnaise. I mean,
I think that's helping
stuff.
our situation today's
Yeah.
music, to be honest with you. That's why we're getting so many shows, because
You're right.
they don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of age demographics, you know what I mean? And not only that, sadly to say, a lot of people are passing like our age too, so they can't tour.
That's true.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So we're there performing.
He's all lighter shade of brown. I'm there,
We're,
man.
we're here. We're over here. Book us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what platforms are you on, man? How can people find you?
oh, you know the norm. I'm gonna be on Spotify. You know, Pandora, Apple Music, YouTube is the biggest one visually. If you want to go see us on YouTube, the Blockout Podcast, and then
That's right.
Facebook and all that too as well. But there's where you'll find the sizzles and the short clips, which will lead you back to YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate it.
I already did, by the way.
I have a question.
Thank you, bro.
If we book you for a performance, do we get the podcast included?
Well, we're out of time right now. Thank you guys for coming out. I feel big great.
Oh, you gonna do me like that?
You did me earlier like that.
Hey, thank you for coming out.
I'm gonna let you get back to me on that one.
You were supposed to be at the Los Toxico show.
And with that, we're out, you guys.
Yeah.
She got, apparently her plane got canceled.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was.
Apparently.
If somebody was canceled, they wouldn't be out there partying and fucking booze.
I was not partying.
Yeah.
Are we going out right now? Can I get my last plug?
Yeah.
Hey, really quick though, we haven't talked about RVG Fam also on YouTube channel. That's my family. My wife, she's the face of it. She holds it down, the household. If you love watching YouTube family channels, go check that out. Lighter Shade of Brown as well. That's on YouTube, all social media. And yeah, the Blockout Podcast. Danny, go ahead, man. Let them know.
Yeah, Blockout Podcast. I mean, well, mine too. DannyBoy12_.
Hey.
Like you said, stay tuned, subscribe. It's definitely going to be something that, you know, all the fans, even I myself, you know, I'm a
youngster, yeah.
I'm a 94 baby, so
Oh, shoot.
the fact I you know was in the Latino culture through my parents, so I know some of it, but the stuff that I don't know, I mean, I'm right there. So it's the fact that untold stories that have never been told before, the fans that, you know, you guys want to hear all that, just stay tuned for it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be
Hey,
dope.
and let them know about your ceviche, bro.
Oh, and then I got
man,
this linked up with my girl's uncle. It's called El Cevichoni Mas. So if you guys like mariscos, it's not just mariscos, but it's basically a food catering. If you guys want birria
Fire,
tacos.
Bro, you didn't bring that?
Bring some.
I know. I was
it's-
just you
That's
see me
how.
doing
Happen
with
last
an
minute,
eye? You
so-
see my eye twitching? Like, how the fuck are you gonna watch me
Yeah,
on
so
your
just
food?
follow it on TikTok and Instagram. It's called El Cevichoni Mas, and just hit us up. And
Every Sunday, bro. You guys come to the pad, man.
Ceviche
you know what I mean?
Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he cooks it
Ceviche
up. We just have some,
Sundays.
yeah.
No, man.
His pet or your pet?
My bad. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, that's
He got
good.
the pool. He got the pool.
She got
Hey,
the
real quick.
Yeah,
though,
bring your bikinis and your trunks. We got a pool. Yeah.
His eyes twitched when he said that. No, real quick though. I know we're going out, but how long has the RGB family been going on for?
Since 2017.
No,
Yeah.
I watch it. I'm a fan.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate it. You know, we kind of hit a plateau, but that's okay, man. Because I'd rather take care of the ones that do follow us,
Yeah.
than trying to invite. I mean, you always want to invite people to the party, but make those happy, the ones that do follow you.
Nice.
Sir.
So
Love it.
All right, guys. Well, we're good.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you guys coming on the show, man. Seriously, man, a lot of love. We have
Thank
your
you, man.
support, man. We're gonna
Long
blast
overdue.
the Blockout
Whatever
Podcast.
you need
Yes,
from
sir.
us, man. Whatever you need.
Yeah, we're
we got
blasting
you.
it, and it'll be on our episodes to promote you, man.
no, I seriously want to say thank you guys first to promote it, man, too, as well, and without hesitation, and for throwing it in, the promo and all that. So thank you guys.
Shout
All right.
out to
We owe you a
J.R.and
Michi.
crew.
Or two.
Or three.
Michi.
I didn't bring my wallet.
Chi-Chi's right here.
I said Michi.
All right, guys, we out, man. Until next week, man. J.R.and the crew.
Michichis are at home.
Thank you guys for watching our show tonight. Make sure you catch us every Wednesday, 8 p.m. across social media platforms on YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. You know where to find us. But don't forget to tap in and
Don't just look at her boobs. Like, share, subscribe. Right? If you're gonna look at them, if you're gonna tap in and look at her boobs, make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
That's the least you can do.
keep it
Get
real.
alerted. Get alerted every time she's on.
Keep it real like what?
Like your boobs.